So we have John Flanagan, who's the chair of the Irish Festival and the person that puts it all together. And the presidential flag is carried by Joe Moran from Leitrim. Here's Rebby's granddad. That's the first smile we've seen all day from him. Hey Joe, how are you? And all these lovely children. Ava Grace, how are you? You alright? All these lovely children are carrying pink balloons because they're going to do something with them, aren't you?
Right, everybody, can you give a warm Irish welcome to the Lord Mayor of Manchester, Councillor Eddie Newman.
Hello everybody, I wanted to be here today because the Irish Parade is one of the most important events that happens each year in Manchester. Manchester, as you know, is a very diverse city. Our people come from so many different backgrounds, so many different origins, and have different faiths. We're united together here in Manchester. One of the most long-standing communities in Manchester is the Irish community. Your forebears helped to build Manchester. And Manchester has people who were born in Ireland, who are here, first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth and fifth generation. Part of the beating heart of Manchester is its Irish community. And it's very, very important that our communities understand two things: that we're all together here in Manchester as part of our great Manchester community, and also that we know where we come from, our origins and our heritage and our faith. And the Irish community is a model community in Manchester in doing that. The Irish community in Manchester, of all different generations, is a huge part of Manchester, a huge part of our population. You should be very proud of yourselves, and you should be very proud that those of us who are not of Irish origin are also proud, and Lord Mayor or not, are proud to be pleased with the Irish community here in Manchester. So I want to thank all the people who contributed, whose efforts have made this Irish parade, this Irish festival over the last few days and over the next week, culminating in St. Patrick's Day on Saturday. I want to congratulate everyone involved in that, and most of all to congratulate all of you here with us today. Happy St. Patrick's Day, happy Irish Festival. Thank you very much.
That is a fantastic tribute to the Irish community in Manchester and Greater Manchester. And now can I introduce John Halliday, who's a Minister in the Irish Government, is going to give a message from our current Irish Government. John.
Trónóna má, Commissatoship, August Céad Míle Fáilte. The Céad Míle Fáilte means 100,000 welcomes. And can I say to you all, on behalf of the Irish Government, it's a great pleasure and an honour for me to be here today. I want to thank the Lord Mayor for his kind invitation, all of the councillors that are here from Manchester, distinguished guests, Rory Dowling from the Irish Embassy, First Secretary in the Irish Embassy, and of course all of you of Irish heritage and culture and heritages from countries all over the world. It's a great pleasure to be here. It's interesting that I've been to so many countries around the world, and I've seen this morning, and the vibrancy of the Irish communities always astounds me. Last year my secretary and myself, we were in Brazil, in São Paulo, and all of the street in São Paulo was closed down. On the stage we had artists singing Irish music, reciting Irish poetry, doing Irish dancing, and not one of them were from Ireland. they were all from South America. So it shows how Ireland has, if you like, I would hope to say, dominated culture, art and music around the world. Coming from a very small nation, a relatively small population, we have made a big impact on the world. And we've done it to our generosity. We've done it from the very many people who at times have had to leave our country because of grave economic circumstances. And this is why in Ireland it is important for us that all cultures, all societies, all religions, all ideologies are welcome to Ireland and have always been welcome. As many Irish men, women and children have been welcomed right across the world. I want to say to the Irish people here who work in the community centres, I got a tour of one this morning, and I was in the market here yesterday, and the amount of work that's been done by people dealing with the terrible tragedy of suicide, the hospice, those less well off in society, and how people from Ireland, with the help of the Manchester Council and the great Lord Mayor and the politicians across the spectrum here in Manchester, how good they have been in helping the Irish community. It would be remiss of me not to refer to the terrible tragedy that did come upon Manchester, and it most certainly broke all our hearts in Ireland with what happened. And the message here is very simple. You defeat terrorism by not allowing yourself to be terrorized. That message was brought loud and clear by the people of Manchester. In facing adversity, all people came together, all religions and none, to say it is peace, tranquility and love, not hatred and division. And I think that's a message that must be sent loud and clear right across the world, and we certainly did get that message. I want to pay a special tribute, of course, to all of you here of Irish heritage, and as I said, of the multi-denominational communities that are here who all work so well together. I want to thank John Flanagan, Councillor John Flanagan, who has done tremendous work here in Manchester and is recognised. And by the way, he told me not to say that, but now I'm saying it, so would you please give him a big round of applause. Finally, can I say, it is always an honour to be here. I love Manchester, and I'm not going to tell you which club I support. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going out of Manchester to a place that's near Manchester, and I won't mention it, and I probably support that club there, so I hope I'm not going to get booed for that. But anyway, can I once again thank you all on behalf of An Taoiseach Leo Varadkar, on behalf of the Irish Government, on behalf of the Minister for Heritage. We have a minister in Ireland responsible for cultural development and heritage, and his job is to integrate everybody into the Irish community, but not to interfere with their culture. We like the cultures of every other people from all over the world, and that's very important to us. So again, on behalf of the government, thank you, it's a great pleasure, and thank you for the very kind welcome. Gura Mágad.
Thank you so much for that message from the Irish Government. Now, as the Minister said, we're going to pay a small tribute, short tribute to the victims, people who lost their lives in the arena and who were injured in the arena. And this is on behalf of the Irish community in Manchester and in Greater Manchester. And all our great Irish kids are going to let off the balloons after we've heard our tribute. Please.
now going to...
So from the Irish community in Great Manchester, remembering all the people who lost their lives and who were injured. Thank you, Manchester. Let's roll on the parade now, everybody.
Thank you to all the children who took part there and gave the balloons. Well done, all of you. And the band, of course, is great band, celebrating 70 years since they were formed, based in Wythenshawe at the St Anthony Centre. This is the Fianna Pádraig Irish band, with the oldest Irish band in Manchester, and just celebrating 70 years. Give them a cheer, for 70 years is a long time. Now all the different county flags, you have there, the Irish Centre. Oh, you old boys, you well. And ladies and course too. And here's Murray Conway. I then didn't recognise with John himself, Mr. John Farmer carrying it. A trooper man to man, that's for sure. And here's Kevin. Kevin can't just do with one, he always has to have two, don't you, Kev? And the Fianna Pádraig Pipe Band come and learn the bagpipes and the drums at St Ken's or St Anthony's Parish Centre. So if you've got a lot of puff, or a few beats of your hand. Well, I see Benny here from Full and Gales, but he's not got Full and Gales with him. So this is the Longford Association, and give a cheer to this young lady, Max, who's organised, doing all the parade this morning, getting them all in order. The Longford Association was newly reformed a few years back because it unfortunately had died away slightly as some of the older people went to the big home in the sky, but now they've all back again, thank God, different people. And here Chorlton Scaffoldings is a great supporter of the Irish community. And the sponsors of people like the Chorlton Scaffolding are very important to the Irish Festival, because without them it's very expensive to put on. It couldn't be put on without the sponsors. Some musicians here, and a great Shenos dancer there himself, I see. How are you, sir? Playing an accordion today. You hear that lovely music? And here we have the Cladder Association. These are an adult, they're not step dancers, they're the step dancers, sorry, not set dancers. And as you can see, there they are stepping away. And they're very busy training at the moment because they're entering into a big competition. So we wish them all well in that. I hope they're going to come out winners. Well done, girls. And of course, they train at the Irish World Heritage Centre, so if you want to join in. Now this is... Oh, this is a GAA. Oh, which team are you? Oh, St Mary's. Oh, of course, here's Brenda Harkin. I have to see Brenda first of all. Brenda's the coach, the big boss here. Sorting them all out. Hi Brenda, how are you? And these are based in Levenshulme, St Mary's, are a great team, always very busy. And we have St Kentigans here, of course, Fallowfield. This is my home parish. And the Emerald Gales. Now these Gales, just a minute Gales, stand fire now a minute. I just realised, these Gales were some of the hardest drinking women in Manchester a few years back, before they all got married. And I've seen these girls at a dinner dance drinking before and behind them till 4 o'clock in the morning, and the next day they were down on what's that ground in Fallowfield there? Half End, that's the one. And they played a tournament with 3 teams and they slaughtered a lot of them. And I wouldn't even have gone out of bed if I'd beaten them, but so there's some, watch these women if you beat them later on. Oh, and worse still, and that explains it, John Slanding's just admitted that he used to manage them. That's why. And see Sinead McElvenna here, all the way over from Ireland. There she is. So they were great girls in their day. They played fantastic Gaelic football. So you hear that, children, all your mummies, how fit they were. Yeah? And big drinkers as well, yeah. Is that your, how are you, Sinead? You're right. And her auntie come. Watch auntie, don't want to be run over. And here's the St Mary's minibus. How are you, lads? And here we have another pipe band now. And this is worth a round of applause. This is a fire brigade pipe band. The brave young men and ladies who go out and save all our lives in the event of a fire. And this is the Penny Association here in their car. Very nice. How are you? The cats are back. Oh, look at them. Showing off that they've got these nice cars now. So the cat's going to win this year? No, not apparently, that's a good sign. Now we have here the Healy School of Irish Dancing. This is Megan Healy's School of Irish Dancing, and she's based at the Irish World Heritage Centre and teaches these young dancers danced at the Manchester Irish Festival launch. If you want to contact Megan, her number is on the side. Hello everybody, look at these girls. I think these are the boys and daddies, these are the dancers, definitely. And now we have the Manchester Martyrs. Yay! I'm the secretary of this as well. And this is Joe Cochran and his family. Hey Joe, yeah, fantastic. And the Manchester Martyrs, for anyone who doesn't know, were three gentlemen, Alan Larkin and O'Brien, who 150 years ago were executed in Manchester because for being Fenians. And this next band are Loughlin Lynn Band and Carrickmacross. What a great place to be from in Northern Ireland. Monaghan. Well, the northern part of Southern Ireland it is. Hang on, I know, I've been to Carrickmacross, I know where it is. Fabulous. Good. You're all very welcome. sadly passed away a few years back. And how are we, lads? Are we well? Thank you. There's some rebels here on the t-shirt. What are you, a rebel? Is that written to it? I don't know you. And here we have the St Kentigern Set Dancers, the 104 Club. And how are you, Mr. Keenan? This is the new Monaghan man. Hi, Mary, how are you? And you're not doing any set dancing, no? Oh, you're a disappointment, you lot. Oh, look, there you go, a few steps. And this is the AC Academy of Irish Dance. Who are... Not sure where these people are based, so I can find out for you. Don't ask apparently. So this dancing school is based in Sale. So if any of you are living up in the Sale area and want to be a little or a big dancer, look at that. Woo. Bye girls. Bye. And nothing more. There's a couple of leprechauns here as well. Have any of you brought your pot of gold with you? No? Huh? And these are one of our main sponsors at the Irish Festival. Buckhurst. Plant Hire. You'll see in the all around this big banners proclaiming who they are. And a picture of Audrey Hepburn on the side, very nice. Marilyn Monroe. Buckhurst are very generous to the Irish Festival and enable us to put it on again year after year. Can be donated to one of their big cabins, so the staff can relax in for the duration of the festival, save us being out in the rain as usual. Oh, he's taken to it, hasn't he, like a little kid waving out the window. And this is St Lawrence's GAA. They're based at Turnmoss in Stretford. Great team now. They win everything, these girls and boys and ladies. Very talented bunch, aren't you?
We are!
Oh, there you go, we are. Here's the Jennings boys and Mrs. Jennings. Are you taking your mother out, Declan?
We are indeed.
Good man, to hear that. And Conor and Gaeilge here, who are the Irish language speakers in Manchester. And another lovely pipe band heading up this way. Here's another lovely Oldham and Scottish pipe band. And see Trish there. Plenty of puff still, Trish. Oh, thank God. And if you want to hear the song, It's a Long Way to Tipperary. This man's ancestor wrote it. It's grand now, how about that? So next time you're singing It's a Long Way to Tipperary, think here of Frank Judge. Roscommon Association, I've had the Norton family. How are we all? This is Butler there. Good place, Little Lane, how are you? And here's the lovely Kelly family. Their father passed away last year. He was a great supporter of the Roscommon Association all his life. And here's one of the girls who is not only a member of the Roscommon Association, she's also St. Lawrence's. Oh, here we go. Want to do musician, dancing, she can do the lot. And here we have him, the Roscommon. Oh, there we have Mark. Tell what you doing in the Roscommon float? You should be Mayo. Get out. Now, this car, has this car seen better days? It has. No sparks yet, you're all right. And here's the Mayo contingent coming. The Mayo Association is one of the largest associations in Manchester. If you've ever been to their dinner dance, which was on last Saturday. Is the radio on? Whose radio? Oh, out and about, sorry. 6.9 every Wednesday 7 till 9, and it's an excellent show, is it not? It's one of the best, there you go. And then we also have the Irish TV. It's the Irish in the UK TV now. These people, multi-talented again, it's Martin and Annette, who also do the television. And it's Thursday 7:30 p.m. The Irish in the EU TV.com. It's on Sky 212 or Freecast 161. Freesat 161. And they're also a main sponsor of the Irish Festival. So what more can you say than that? And here is my county, lovely Leitrim. Last night I had a pleasant dream. And here they are, all these good Leitrim people. Here's Pat Wren driving the car. Have you got a lift? Going back to Mohill. How are you? And here's Mr. Murray with his lovely little dog. Oh, made in Ballinrobe. How are we? Good. Look at that for a fantastic bit of a wagon. From Mayo, of course, with Ireland, Manchester, and the Manchester Irish Festival on it, and Mayo. And it's the Mayo Association, Marcella, and Lawrence Hennigan. Let's see Lawrence looking well, he wasn't too well there last year. And Tony, and Pat Casey, and all the members here of the Mayo Association, too numerous to mention the other ones. Are you all recovered from the dinner dance? Have. You're smiling, you must have done. God, look at her making poor little fella carrier, you lazy thing. Get off him. And here we have another lovely pipe band. This is the Manchester Phoenix pipe band. And then we have the Irish Democratic League Club of Great Britain, Haslingden, the Michael David Brown band is on, of course, was one of these things, and Howard Big John. How are you? You're welcome back to Manchester. Michael David played a major part in the giving back of land, taking to the landlords in the west of Ireland, and he was actually from Stray, but he lived in Haslingden for a long time. Went back and ended up living in fact, Sugars, if anybody's doing this, is the Grace Kennedy School of Irish Dancing. They again entertained us the other night at the launch of the Manchester Irish Festival. I heard from the children that Grace is a bit of a tart as she makes them dance Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. How are you? Baby, that? And young Sophie there, nice to see you. Hello everybody. Now this lot aren't on. Oh, actually, there is a dancer here. David. Look, David Spencer here. I've seen footage on the internet of this man doing a river dance. That's embarrassing now. You won't be doing that again in a hurry, will you? And this now we have coming up is the Galway Association in Manchester. Now, the Manchester Irish Festival Committee are a bit biased towards the Galway Association. I can't know they're all from Galway apart from me. And of course Galway did win a little something last year. I can't remember now what it was. And here's Johnny Madden. You won't be winning it again this year. Let's be Mayo's turn. Here's the St Brendan's. This is one of the oldest Gaelic football clubs in Manchester. Although looking at these little recruits, so. I'm not looking at the pipe, I'm not the cute little girl and boy at the front. The minstrel boys who all have got. And these are the guys who entertained us the other night at the Irish World Heritage Centre again at the launch with the Manchester Community Pipe Band. I seen this wagon this morning actually on the way down here. And a big guitar, yes it does on the side, that's the one. You were out finding early this morning. And this is St Wilfrid CCE, Michelle O'Leary there, the boss. These are a very talented bunch of musicians. They entertained us again at the launch the other night. And they're based at the Irish World Heritage Centre. They're a great and a very old. Hi Patsy Scally, how are you? And Colette. And Eileen Mangan there. With Donegal. And this is Stamp Out Suicide. And a lovely little leprechaun in the front, you see him, he's so cute. Tommy Dolan, how are you? Love to see the Leitrim shirt, good man Tommy. And Margaret O'Carroll in the course. These people do a great job. It's a Stamp Out Suicide, and this is a Tommy Halligan wagon. Look at these for lovely tractors, the Stamp Out Suicide. Obviously the name is takes what it is, and in fact if you see people going around today with buckets, one of the charities are collecting for, there's not many people who haven't in some shape or form been touched by somebody's suicide, so give generously if you can. I'm not quite sure who this was. It's a very nice, if you're going away on holiday, it's a very nice wagon to have. St Peter's, and this is St Peter's GAA Club. How are you lads? Have you got any girls at St Peter's? No? All boys? Are you any good? I hope that's water in that bottle. No drinking on the streets of Manchester, you know that now. Oh, look at that lovely curly head. And here's a lovely sponsor of ours, Flannery's. I have to say I'm biased because my cousin's involved in it, so. Again, P. Flannery Plant Hire. These are a multinational company actually. Wow. So if you're looking for a bit of plant, you know where to go. Great support to the Irish Festival again, as you can see. Proud supporters of this year's Manchester Irish Festival. P. Flannery Plant Hire. Comes up one of our other sponsors again, but first. That'd be handy now. I think you can live in one of them wheels, the size of them. See that? And now we have some of the tractors coming. Look at these. Now nothing says more than Ireland than a tractor. Look at that, and a fine head of curly blonde hair too. A bit of hay, anybody? I'm sure you've all been out doing hay in your time, throwing up, making cocks of hay. I certainly have. What have you got in your cart? You got any turf there? No? I don't know a bit from my turf burner. Oh, Massey Ferguson. Wow, that's a blast from the past. And this young man here builds his own tractors. He's an amazing. Have you got that milk in there? Drop him into the tent to do some. Go all the way again, and this is in loving memory of Diesel Huey. R&M Developments, how are we? Tommy McKenna's, third. Wow, that's a nice smart tractor now. And here he is, Mr. Kev McNally himself. How are you, Kevin?
That's another one of the others.
Is it? David's made it. That young man I was saying about making the tractors, he's actually made that one up. Very good. How are we? Good. God, that came out of the arc, that one, did it? Ferguson Extra, my God. And I love this one. I actually got a ride in this one a few years back. Very cosy it was too. Where's the blankets? No blankets this year. But the weather's a bit fine. How are you, girls? This is support to St. Peter's GAA, still on the front there. Have you got any milk in the back? Oh, hello, how are you? Look at the woman in the back, the milk lady. Gee, she has got plenty of milk there, actually. And Jimmy Hussey here, a bit of a Hussey here. And of course, Shosek, who are the ones who were marshalling you all today. A round of applause to Shosek. And that, with our cycle response to St. John's Ambulance, what a great job they do. Thank you very much. So that's the end of our parade, ladies and gentlemen.
When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. But when